If you know where you've come from and you know where you got to and you know how you got there, you know better than anybody your road traveled to a specific location. You should have the foresight and the common sense to know that if your background ever hit the airwaves and ever became public, that every single thing you ever said would be nitpicked and combed through with a fine tooth comb to see that you are not the largest hypocrite in the world. And that is the case in this continued saga involving Joy Taylor. But before we jump in, thank you so much for your continued support of this channel. Welcome back to Rudy's Rant, powered by Coming Down the podcast. We talk facts and feelings. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont, and we are back again. I appreciate you coming back to check out another video. And if you're new to the channel, please be sure to like, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. I want to know what you have to say. I want to hear your response to what I have to say, because that's the interaction we got here. And I appreciate y'all. So let's jump in on the topic here. Joy Taylor has made some comments in the past, and this was a comment that I saw late last week. I'll be real, this weekend I've been pretty much out of the mix. I had to go to a funeral on Saturday. I was gone all day, and on Sunday, I also had to deal with some things, so I wasn't able to record. I will say this: I have started a separate podcast involving my day-to-day, a legal podcast. And if you are interested in it, I did drop my first video with an attorney for it. So I'm happy to share that with you. The podcast is called Legal Legends Podcast. So if you are interested in learning more about what I do on a day-to-day, I am doing a podcast for the legal field. So I am multi-talented, and I know how I can talk about other things besides sports. Trust me on that. I do have that ability. I'm not some meathead who only knows sports. But yeah, I did start a legal podcast where I will be talking to lawyers and people in the legal profession who either maybe are lawyers or work in legal. And yeah, so if you want to check, I did drop my first video today, and it is called Legal Legends Podcast. It is on YouTube, and you can also follow us on Instagram at Legal Legends Podcast. But let's jump into why you're here. You're here for some sports, right? Yeah, let's talk about it. Joy Taylor. I'm just gonna play it because there's no other thing to do but to play it.
Whether Jeff Saturday is successful or not does not diminish the fact that the way he got this job was ridiculous and embarrassing and disrespectful to everyone else in the organization. Everyone doesn't feel great about this hire in the organization. What it says to everyone around the NFL, by the way, not just in-house, is that your hard work doesn't matter. What you put in doesn't matter. You could show up every day. You could get here early. You could leave late. You could put in years, blood, sweat, and tears. And if I have a better relationship with this guy, he's going to get the job over you. Remember that. And believe me, that message is received when you do things like this. So it's not about if Jeff Saturday wins a game over the Raiders or not. It's about the message that you send about hard work and how it pays off in your organization. And good people that have options don't go to organizations like that because they want to know they have upward mobility. They want to know that their hard work is going to be rewarded and respected. And what the Colts did, said, hard work doesn't matter, honey. Relationships do. Sorry about it. And everyone's doubling down on it now. And remember, since we're doing receipts, I'm going to keep those too. Because if you don't have to have requirements, if you don't have to have a resume to get a job, keep that same energy the next time a black coach is up for a job. I don't want to hear a word about what experience he has. What does he call in plays? Jeff Saturday sure wasn't calling no plays. He made that very clear. I am delegating all responsibility except for cheers and motivational speeches to everyone on this staff. So keep that same energy about calling plays. And here's my favorite part about this while I'm ranting. Keeping receipts. The next time a woman's up for a job, I don't want to hear about the experience that she needs to have it. Because I already know she's excellent if she's getting the interview in the first place. So all you are loud and tweeting and celebrating this whole thing and celebrating the fact that you don't need certain kind of accomplishments or resume to get a job, keep that same energy, please.
Woo! Pardon me if I don't laugh so hard. Man, this is one gaslighting ass bitch. Yeah, this gaslighting ass bitch. God damn. I'm using that language. I don't even care. I don't care. She's such a gaslighting ass bitch. It's embarrassing. She's an embarrassment to women. She's an embarrassment to y'all. Women should disassociate with Joy Taylor. They should completely disassociate with Joy Taylor. If you don't like my language, I don't give a shit. I use far worse language with other things. This woman has proven to be the worst kind of woman on earth. This woman was willing to accuse a man of raping her and sexually assaulting her once she had all her use of him. This woman is sitting here talking about, remember, about the resume and the work. Joy Taylor had no resume. She had no level of experience. She got her job by doing blah, 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 and opening her flipping legs. Her entire resume is based on her thighs doing this and her mouth doing this. And she's going to sit here. That's why you need to be very careful in the things that you say when you say them, when you know your own background, when you know who you are, when you know how you got there. You did not get any job you've ever had, Joy Taylor, based on your experience, by your skill, by anything. You've never earned a job in your life, not even from starting over at flipping $7.90 the ticket. That was a gifted job by your brother. Your brother's influence got you that job that many other people probably deserved and had earned over you based on their experience, based on their work ethic. She's getting on this podium of how she gets there early, leaves late. Man, you got there because you open your legs and you suck a dick. You suck dick and you spread your shit. And you've done it for multiple men at Fox Sports 1. And you're going to sit here and lecture people about Jeff Saturday? I remember when he got the job. He was completely unqualified for the job, which is why he didn't have the job at the end of the year. He was literally a fill-in because they were so bad. He was a fill-in, an interim coach, because he played for the Colts. Oh, yeah, shit. Yeah. The inexperienced guy he was as a coach, he still played for the Indianapolis Colts for a very, very long time and is one of the best centers of all time in the NFL. I don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame or not yet, or if he will be. But he was an excellent center playing with Peyton Manning, and he has a tremendous relationship with the owner of the Colts, Jim Irsay. And for all that, he wasn't the head coach the next season. He was an interim fill-in. And he acknowledged what he was going to be doing. He acknowledged that he wasn't going to call plays. You said it there. He's not calling plays. He's not doing it. He is rah-rah speech guy. You want to know what? That's all he was supposed to be, because he was never going to have the job when the year ended. So your commentary about black coaches, while I don't disagree about the black coach thing. Black coaches are getting shafted left and right. This has nothing to do with a black coach. Jeff Saturday was an interim coach hired, if it was mid or late in the season, to finish the year. And at the end of the year, he was no longer employed. He went back to ESPN. So your argument, your anger, your vitriol towards Jeff Saturday, you should have thought about that before you said it, because now we can come back and look at you. Now that your background is out, fuck the allegedly. We all know what you did. It's been confirmed by multiple people. It's been confirmed by Jason Whitlock, by Marcellus Wiley, who were at FS1. It's well known that you were being dicked down by Emmanuel Acho. It was known that you were being dicked down by Charlie Dixon. It's well known that you got your job through nefarious means, meaning you sucked some dick and you spread your fucking legs and took some dick. And I'm going to be real and real and real and real. You're the worst kind of woman that exists. And it's a goddamn shame because you make women who have worked their asses off. You took a job from another woman who has done it, who has worked, who didn't spread her legs to get the job. You've done that. And you cast a real bad light on women all around sports. And men like me, who you want to call me sexist, I don't want to watch a woman talk about sports on television that she hasn't played, or that, I mean, played at any level whatsoever. Most guys who have talked to talk football played even in little league or high school. And those who haven't have covered it for so many years that they know it really, really well. What, your brother played football, so you think you know football? Every time you talk football, it's like nails on chalkboard because I've never heard you give a good take. And now you're like you're like the BLM movement for black coaches now. You're like the Black Lives Matter situation when it comes to being black because you paint your skin bronze because you're not that damn dark. You make yourself look at it's like you try to become this black woman that you probably really weren't when you were younger because you were very, very light skinned, very fair skinned. So now you bronze your skin to be darker. We all know it. We see it. I've proven it. I've shown photos of you from when you were in high school. You use sex appeal for your job. You've been doing it. Your tits all out every fucking show. And now all of a sudden, the past week, tits are all covered. Neckline shirts, no titties, no cleavage. Ain't that something? But you said this about a guy who got a job that you didn't like, and you go off about it, higher than almighty, hypocrite as fuck, when you damn well know your own background of getting your jobs was about sucking dick and taking dick. You didn't earn your jobs, gifted your jobs based on sexual relationships, not professional brother relationship, and then sexual relationships. Nothing based on any type of professionally developed. Hell, at least if you said you had a professional relationship with someone and they just like you a whole lot and want to give you a chance, I can actually get behind that because a lot of times that's how people get a shot. It's not just, oh, that's my friend. It's you actually work somewhere, you develop a relationship with people, and they like you. They like you for you. And they want to give you a chance. They screen test you and all that stuff. They want to give you a shot. You didn't get a shot based on that. You got a shot based on your ability to suck dick. Yeah, allegedly. Confirmed by multiple former FS1 employees. Yeah. And you're sitting here jumping on and screaming about Jeff Saturday getting his job. How he got his job. Wow. And he didn't have the job by the end of the year. That's the best part. He didn't have the job at the end of the year because it was always an interim. Unless they were undefeated or had a good record. He didn't have a good record. They weren't good because they already weren't good to begin with. And unless he had done something great, he wasn't going to get the job because he didn't have the experience. That's the whole point. Because he didn't have the experience, he wasn't going to get the job. Oh, you wanted to give a black coach the interim job just for that black coach to get fired at the end? And then you complain that the black coach got fired at the end and he wasn't given a real shot. I'm going to have more stuff on Joy Taylor on other videos this week because this is not going away. I've watched too many videos on this stuff from people that are in the know. I mean, it is crazy. But this one I saw last week, and I was just like, whoa. Some of her really bad takes, and then this take here of just showing absolute hypocrisy. No, if you know what's in your closet, you should be very careful in the way you say certain things and how strong you come across with them. I mean, you can disagree with him getting the job, but you can also state it in a way that doesn't make you look like the largest hypocrite on the face of the earth, as you've never earned one singular job in the history of your natural life. Yeah. Joy, that's Joy Taylor for you. That is Joy Taylor. Joy Taylor shows her face. I mean, if there, I want to know where the internet sleuths are to find all the clips of Joy Taylor's past takes that would just make her look so ungodly foolish with what we all know now to be true. And whether or not she has to pay any money in this lawsuit, that she was added in there because she screwed this girl over. I don't blame the girl. I don't blame the woman for doing it. I don't blame her one bit. But yeah, that's Joy Taylor. And hmm, we'll have more later this week. I appreciate y'all. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. This is Rudy's Rant. We talk facts for feelings. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, hit that bell. Come on now.